I do declare hello and welcome back. You are watching Transport Fever 2 with me, Kusan, and we are playing on America Island. Now, America Island is the name I've come up for this series, for we are certainly finding ourselves on an island. Nobody can deny that. And we're also, look at all these beautiful American city names. I just thought America Island, America Island, America Island. That just rolls off the tongue sorta easily. And in case you haven't noticed, I've also spiced up this episode with a little bit of southern flair by introducing a new type of accent. I don't know whether this is northern Florida or Mississippi countryside or Louisiana laid back sort of New Orleans. I don't know myself because I'm personally not an American, but this is the kind of stuff we have to do here in the business we call show. Anyway, what we'll be doing today is working on New York City. And I'll just go ahead and rename it New York City because clearly I keep calling it New York City, so it needs to have that word in its title. I think we should just get right to it and build this first train line. We should press play, but we should definitely build this train line right off the bat. Have ourselves a little bit of a locomotive going on here. We need a train station in New York. I'll go for a short one right away, but we'll leave some room to expand it. Now, this to me looks kind of like a principal avenue. I don't want to break it up, so we're gonna have to put the train station somewhere out here in the countryside. I keep wanting to say outback, but that would be more Australian now, wouldn't it? Maybe, okay, well, maybe something like that. Although that's quite a turn the train will have to do. It doesn't matter to me as long as it's beautiful. In fact, it does matter to me. We're gonna put this train station maybe on this side to have it a bit more symmetrical with the rest of the stuff here. Maybe we'll place a road first. We're back to road building in New York City now. I'm not going to be doing this the whole entire series. There's no favoritism here. New York is just one of the other cities, and I might, quite frankly, ignore it once we finish this little project here. In fact, the other thing I'm going to do this episode is bring some construction materials to New York, but then after that, I promise you we're going to ignore the city and work on something else. Just a little something else. We're going to definitely go work on. What might that be? I don't know. And I don't know if I can keep up this accent for a long period of time, seeing as I don't have the proper training. Well, I think they want a road connection. How likely is that? There we go, 22,000 like that down the drain. And I would like a straight piece of track. Alright. The straighter the better. The wigglier the worse. But there needs to be some wiggle. Maybe this could be working out for me. No, I'm going to start from the other side. That way we'll guarantee ourselves optimal alignment. Optimal alignment. 100,000. I could go for that. It says it's straight. In terms of there's no slopage. This one says it's going downhill a bit. This says it's going downhill a bit more. Now what happens when a train track runs into water? Does that bother us? I'm a big fan of absolutely straight railways with no bends or anything like that. Is that even a possibility? I don't know. Will terraforming have to be done? Maybe. Although I do not like this here up and downy part. that is not something I asked for in the first place. So we're gonna have to start bulldozing already. Alright, if we just make it past this little hill, we're ending up with a little bit of digging. We'll be doing some digging. Actually, someone else will be doing the digging, we're just doing the planning. 162,000 right into the beach. That sounds nice. I will have to terraform just because that is who I am as a person. I feel like, whoa, do we have even enough funds in our... Yep, looks like we do. It's looking like a cliff over here. It used to be a nice beach, but now you wouldn't want to go here, would you? There we go. And we get rid of any of the sand. We don't want anybody to know there was ever a beach here. Except right here, we're getting a bit of problems, but that's okay. We got some sand problems. Well, now it's only 31,000. And we got a nice scenic beachfront railway. Miniature slope over there. I don't know if it's going down and back up. It's going down and back up. That's putting in some work for nothing. Those trains will be hauling for nothing. Alright, it's a tight curve over here. I don't like tight curves, but it looks good. Let's adjust the tightness of this road curve. That way everything's tightly curving, you know, simultaneously. There we go. Perfect intersections, perfection. And the road to New York has been destroyed. Can we rebuild it? I think we should, but I don't quite like building roads for people. If they need to take a train, they need to take a train. We build things in segments over here on Kusan Gaming. Segment 1 being the first curve, segment 2 being the straight part, segment 3 being the other straight part. Does that add up to feel nice to you? That looks okay. I'll leave it be. Alright, so I don't know why they've decided, actually, I feel like rebuilding the entire road. This is not a normal type of road to me. Okay, we'll do that a bit later because we only have $200,000 and we don't have enough money to buy a train. But we have enough money to look around and enjoy the track that we built to Boston to New York. We also need some bus stops. I think that in 1856, do you think New York City deserves a tram? Well, we'll check it out. In the city tab here, we'll check out the population of the city of New York. It is the biggest city. Boston is the third biggest city. I think both cities deserve a tram. But then, if I do that, I'm gonna have to connect both cities with a tram route. That way, we can use one depot. And then it's almost as if we never even needed a train line, so maybe Boston, I'll give it a bus. The thing with putting a tram in pretty early on, maybe both cities are going to get a bus, because the thing with putting a tram in early on, you don't know which direction the city's going to grow, and you lay down your tracks, and then you're going to have to, you know, possibly move the tram to a different sort of route, lay some more different tracks. I see a nice straight road here, possibly that should connect with all these roads here. I'm not going to micromanage that. That'd be too much focus on New York. But this road we can definitely do that with. There we go. Starting to look a little bit like city skylines over here. Do we have money to buy a train? Certainly not. We're actually losing money. I'm gonna press fast forward. That's how you print money. Now, how's this ship doing? Oh, we're off the edge of the map. There we go. This ship has 33 food. The ship in front of it, 0 food. Okay, you can go back to another direction. That is unacceptable. I'm paying you big bucks. We have $1,300,000, probably from our oil shipping line. I'm not going to actually launch this train until I have a commuter bus route. Buildings, bus stops. So how many bus stops are we looking here for? 1 here, maybe. The longer the route, possibly the more money I get for it. If I demolish this piece of road, I have myself more carnage, more evictions, and I don't want to be a reputation for. Well, maybe I do want to be reputable in terms of moving people out of their homes for a bus line. Could you imagine? Little housey over here? No, that would be 3 little houseies. Well, I think the best thing would be to connect it to the absolute extremity of the city. Like so. And I'm unfortunately gonna have to demolish 1 house, but not 2. Will be nice. Nope. Yes. Now imagine, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna take a look now and be convinced that we don't even need a bus out there. And then we would have done all that for nothing. So 1 bus stop on this side. How about 2? How about we do double directional? Oh, I think they just built a road here. Doesn't matter. We need a bus stop at the furthest point of the city over here. And another bus stop where? Okay, what's our coverage like? We'll pin this here. We'll pin this here. So we do have the center of the city. We just need to put 1 on this side of the city, and I think we're good. There we go. Apparently this guy is not covered, but he can walk to the train station as it is. He is covered. He is covered. Alright, let's build a terminal, a bus terminal, right over here. Somewhere central between these 2 stops. I'm liking this area here, but it calls for more demolition. Whoops, this camera is flailing about. How about right cozily in there? That's some great American city planning right there. Just get off the bus and hop on a train. In terms of trains, we would need a depot. We would need a depot, wouldn't we? Well, it's not the time for that yet. It's not the time for the depot at all. Let's continue building bus lines. I have a road depot in New York, so I think we'll start the Boston line, send the buses all the way from New York. That's 1 bus line. That's another bus line. Now, what is the color of Boston? What is Boston known for? Well, I think blue is a good color. It's on the ocean. It's founded by the British, who have blue in their flag. Does that make any sense? Possibly. But possibly not. So there we go. Okay, buses. Buses. I don't know if I can keep up with this accent. I just have to keep saying I do declare this stagecoach. Is it really what I wanted though? Is it American? It is. There's no way to actually tell. But Boston is a European city, so we'll put 2 on line 1, 2 on line 2, and maybe add more later. Let's work on New York. I think New York will get a tram. Nope. We promised ourselves we're going to start with a simple bus line. We'll do the upgrades later. Anyway, you guys can connect this here road. I would really love it if you guys could connect this here road. I'll do it myself. Thank you very much. Of course, you're giving me a bit of a curve. Why would you curve it? This is a direct. There we go. Is that straight? Straight enough. 300,000 for a road that you should have built yourself. I think they're making me do all this hard work for nothing. There's another road I could put for 196,000. It's best to put it now. I would say best to put it now. Although, can we center it on this? I see a curve there. I see a curve. What if I eliminate this chunk? Will it be more? Will it be nicer to me? Apparently, it'll be worse with me. What is it with curves and roads? What if I start in the middle and end in the middle? 190,000. I'm going for it. It's a bit crooked, but it aligns nicely with the train station. It might not even be crooked. That just might be my imagination. Alright. They have built a house in the middle of Times Square. Is there any way I could put a monument there or something? Is there any kind of an asset that we have that we could possibly tell people not to build here? Like a bench. I could put a bunch of benches, maybe. A bunch of street lamps. That would be a lot of benches necessary. But they are building nice big houses as well. Alright, back to the bus line business. So we have the train station. And then we have a bus going to this neighborhood. That's nice, just in the middle here of that road. Then all the way down maybe to the harbor area where nobody really lives, but we've got some industries there. And then maybe another bus stop all the way out here. We got a similar plan in Boston as we do in New York City. And we even have a passenger waiting here in Boston. Actually, we have 2 people, 1 for each direction, 3 people for line 2, and 1 person for line 1, and nobody at all. I mean, that does sound good for me. That does sound good. These buses will take a long time getting there, won't they? Come on, hurry up, hurry up. Get a move on, get a move on, let's go. I put it on fast speed. I hope that's okay with you people. What do I mean, you people? I mean viewers. That's what I mean. Add station. 1, 2, wait. Where did you go? Add station. Oh, we can't add train station as a station. We forgot to put the terminal. Now, I think the most symmetrical and the most economical option is somewhere out here, actually. Because they can walk to the train station from here. They can be happy campers and do that. Like somewhere about here. That way the buses are evenly spread out between the stations. Something like that. Add station. Okay, start here. What is with you? Add station. We're not done. There's 2 line 3s. Is that the problem? Add station. That works. That works. Alright, there we go. There's quite a bit of unnecessary turning. I might even just add a waypoint. It's extra, but it's fun. It is fun. Okay, here we go. Put these waypoints here. Make sure the buses go the way we want them to go. Lower Street. Then you go here. And before you get back to the terminal, you have to go here. And a new line. Also red color. I think red is good for New York. What do you think? I don't know the color of New York. It's sort of just concrete color. Brown, but we have brown for our food line, so there we go. Add station. Gray, maybe gray would be good, but we want color in our city. We want color on this map of bus lines. Well, there we go. We have 2 lines in Boston, 2 lines in New York. We might give it this horse-drawn carriage just for the variety. And we'll only put 2 buses on it right now. I think that we can buy a train at this point. We have all the connections. Just double check, for goodness sakes. Just double check that you have a road going from the actual city to the actual train station. In this case, I do. And I think I need to send maybe 2 more vehicles for line. Okay, wait. There's more people waiting for line 2. Maybe I'll send 2 vehicles for line 2 and 1 vehicle for line 1. It doesn't want to do that for me now, does it? Why not? Is there a broken road connection or something? That makes no sense to me. It's a perfectly good road connection. What are you doing building this road on the beach? I was going to build the beachside resort, but you gone and put a road here. I'm just going to go take it away from you. I say I don't approve of that. I might want to put a harbor there one day. What do you say to that? Okay. Train. Stay focused here a bit. Now, New York would be the logical place to maybe have a train depot, because New York is the city we started it all from. So maybe out here in the outer parts. I don't even know. Now we just have to connect it up, and we have ourselves and buy a train. Alright, this is the fun part. Buying trains. I think, did I get a notification earlier that we got a new train available? I think we do. Now, do we really want to go with a Russian train when we know that Russia is a direct competitor to the United States, although they do have a fast train, 55 kilometers an hour, $500,000. I have 3 million. Our oil line is doing well. But we should use some of that spare change to buy some more food chips, bring some more food in for the New Yorkers. This one is almost 500,000 as well. What makes it so special? The tractive effort. It has a little bit less power, and it has a little bit more emission. I'm very tempted to go with the Russian train. Let's see how many. Okay, we have 80-meter platform, right? So let's see. Your speed limit is 55, I think. It is 55, so we can even try to put on these really fast cars. 1, 2, 3, 4. 78 meters. Mediocre train. I don't know. Mediocre train quality. I think we'll go with this train. It's $2 million. We have that. Let's just buy it. Buy it while we have the money. Let's go. And we didn't even put a line, so let's build that line from New York to Boston. I'm gonna tell you right now, I do not see this being profitable. But why on earth is our train station somewhat underground? Where did all this extra earth come from? Well, that doesn't really concern me now, does it? I didn't know there's a hill directly to the left of the train station. So people will feel very small compared to that train. Okay, assigned train. Simple. Where's the train? I saw that. I saw me paying for that train. Now, let's set a line color. Yellow is a nice line color. We have red, yellow, and blue. Which means that we have some primary color stuff going on over here. Alright, I'll keep it for now. We can name the train though. Name the train. Train number 1. Well, Boston was known for their Tea Party thing, right? What is that all about? Tea Party? Tea Party train. That sounds a bit childish. How about the what do we even call trains? Oh gosh, now we're speeding along here on fast and I don't even get to look at this train. Before we even name it, I think we should give it a color. That should inspire us. What happens if we make this train yellow? It looks like it looks brighter than a school bus. That seems unlikely. What about if we went for the fake yellow? Yeah, there we go. That still looks like, that looks exactly like a school bus. My camera just keeps going backwards. Please don't do that. I think trains usually go for a little bit of a darker color. I do like the locomotives being yellow though. We'll call it the Tea Party Express, why not? Get some American history in there for your young folks there. Wow, okay, train crossing right here. This horse is stuck in quite a nice pose. Doesn't look real to me. You look fake, sir. And off you go, now you look a bit more real. Do we have anybody on the train? We have nobody on this train. One thing I think is that Boston might need some more buses. Well, I'm not too sure, but I don't mind running this train line a bit, even at a loss. We're a true American capitalist. We'll run it at a loss in order to monopolize the market, but in this case, I think we're the only train company around. We've already monopolized the market. So, here we go, ship 15, full of food, somewhat half full of food, but we need to, I think we're just going to duplicate you as much as we can. There we go. Was that too much? Ah, we're on the edge of the map. That is too much. When we fall off the edge of the map, everything's too much. I just think that I can't stand here micromanaging this food line. I'll just send all the ships out at once. How about that? Yeah, you heard me. How about that? Although, all these ships should really be colored one color, and that is this color. Yellow. Oh, well, we have a passenger waiting here. One passenger. This woman is standing really close to the platform. She just gonna jump on the train from there? Yeah, she just teleported actually. Alright, let's go check out the inside of this train. Something like that. Now we're inside the engine. Oops, whoops. Oh, what? Here. Keep going, keep going. Here's our driver. He looks pretty dirty, but actually he doesn't even look too happy to be driving this train. Of course he looks happy. He is a true American. Look at that. He did just gasp. It's a tough job, I'll give you that. let's go inside this train. We're inside the logs. Here's that lady. Hello, little lady. Hello. Are you reading a book there? She doesn't look too happy either. Guys, this is a brand new piece of technology I brought to y'all. Oh, and look at that. This couple have decided to sit together. That's just adorable. Adorable there. And what is this? Oh, I almost thought we had an invisible wagon out there. Now we have a few more people here. This guy looks like he's a typical alcoholic. He has a flask hidden on him somewhere for sure. And here we are, in the back of the train, enjoying the view. Look at all these tropical trees. This is nothing like New York City, I know. And now we're climbing on top of the back of the train. We'll do some terraforming around here, make it a bit more scenic. And Boston is right up there. Look at those big city lights. I do wish they had a nighttime mode for this game. It would be very interesting. Ooh, you never know with Transport Fever 2. Maybe they're planning an expansion like that. Well, let's do a little bit of a scenic train thing. There we go. We have a red chassis. Is that what you call that, a chassis? That's probably not at all what that word means. I know there's a word for it. I'm talking about those red things. How much money do you reckon we'll make from this? Because so far we're losing 200,000 and we're bigly in the minus. Here we go. Arriving in Boston. 6 people getting off. 18,000. Not too bad. 4 people getting on. I'll take it back. That is pretty bad. But if we check here in New York, 6 more people. Alright, we clearly have a little bit of a problem here. We either need more buses, which might be true. We have 12 people waiting for line 4. So we'll ramp up line 4. I think we went with the... Oh, here's the problem. The problem is we never sent those carriages out to Boston, and I don't know what stopped them. You have a road connection. I see people going. I think it has to do with this button I clicked, isn't it? Okay, there we go. So what did I say? 2 for line 2. Not enough money. Okay. Well, that might be a problem. I did just spend about $3 million on ships. So you can see this is D-Day for this farm. They are invading this farm. But there's food here to be given. 288 food. I think we'll get a hefty paycheck once those guys get to the Miami food farm here, the processing plant. Also, let me turn off some of these here icons so we can enjoy the scenery right now. I personally don't need to have icons over ships. Maybe city names could be good, but it could be not good. New York is looking big. I don't know if that's the illusion with all these extra roads. Let's see if the population has gone up any. It's almost at 300, and Boston's at 250, so we have 70% growth. We're not really causing any emission problems, which is nice. Although it seems like this train stop is pretty close to the city, but any further and it wouldn't have made sense to me. This is pretty much as direct a route we can get from point A to point B. I'll turn on these. Let's go check out our oil line. Where is it? It's all the way out here. There we go. There we go, just to know how much things we have in our stock. Ah, there we go, we have 400,000 right now, so we can definitely go buy some buses. We'll buy one for Boston on line 1, and I think we took the other horse carriage here for New York, is that right? New York's a bit bigger, maybe I'll do 3 for line, I forgot the line number, didn't I? Line 3. Let's just double check. Turn my icons back on, there we go. It's line 4. It was line 4. No worries, we'll catch them on their way out the sky. You can go to line 4, and you as well, line 4. And we keep 1 for line 3. 1, 2, 3, just like that. And just like that, we're still going to lose money on this train, but it's an exciting thing to have because we can simply connect the next city up and probably, you know, double the passengers from 6 to 12. Even though our capacity is somewhere around the 56 mark. Look at that. There's actually 24 people on the board of this train, which means I think with 24 people we won't break even, but we'll cover a lot of the costs. I am gonna just take a guess here and say we'll make 200,000. And in Boston we have 4 people waiting. Although, look at that, there's 27 people for line 2. I definitely need some more vehicles. Alright, I cannot reach that depot from the space like that. Also, we are very inefficient because we're buying vehicles for Boston all the way out here in New York. Seems like one of the most inefficient things I have ever done. Okay, well, we'll wait for this train to get to the station. I think there's more people waiting here. 12 people. I think every time a bus comes, we get the full load of passengers, which means definitely we can increase the capacity already with what we have, which is good news. So let's just check it out here. How much money will we make? 74,000. That is not what I wanted, but it's okay. That's definitely okay. I guess we'll end the episode here. We didn't build our our construction material line, but we did get some passenger services on 2 important East Coast cities. We're falling off the map again. There we go. So I hope you do join me next time, and I can't promise you I'll have this accent next time, but I can promise you an exciting episode. There we go, autosave, just in time. Alright. I do declare a nice goodbye to y'all. Until next time. Signing off.